Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to Icewind Dale, the frozen reaches of the far north of the Forgotten Realms. And before we jump into this frozen wasteland and continue our adventure, let us get back and thank all of those fine people that come and catch us on the VOD when they get the chance. A big shout out to the VOD squad, as always. Thank you for sharing our stories whenever you can. And, of course, big thanks also going out to Sirenscape for supplying all of the music and sound effects that you'll be hearing. But not all of the music, because that has been added to by Dark Fantasy Studio. And then over on YouTube, the two beautiful channels, RPG Music Maker Travis Savoy and also Epic Journey. And finally, a little extra music coming from Will Savino over on Patreon. Please give them a check. Head on over to the VOD on YouTube, link on the channel, to get all of the links and things to click to find all of those fine people. Now, that said, let us jump back and remind ourselves what was going on the last time. Now, after defeating the Durgar guards and discovering the war room with the map of 10 towns and the little cute model crystal dragon that flew around all of 10 towns, doing a little tour of the block, as it were, you continued to explore. And Mockingbird moved on past the strange cage with the rattling chains inside and the bizarre moving platform raising and lowering within, and went to a set of doors beyond that. Peering into the next room, he saw something very strange. Something you all thought had been destroyed. The black crystal figurehead that had been the target of the raid on the town hall of Easthaven by Duragar from this fortress. And tied with a rope to that figurehead was the bedraggled, dripping wet form of the ghost of the White Lady, the spirit that you had attempted to contact with the seance at the tavern in the same city. Curiosity getting the better of you, you crept into the room to get a closer look, at which point the angry, vengeful spirit of the White Lady raised her head, revealing her shocking, skull-like face, causing fear in Tulm and Mockingbird. So much fear in Mockingbird that he couldn't bring himself to be here tonight. No, that's for other reasons. But you did battle with this spirit from beyond the grave, from beyond the depths of Lachdin Ashir, and managed to drive her back and release her from whatever it was that was keeping her tethered here and tied to this strange crystal, which, after all, was destroyed and being kept in sacks in that same room. Deciding to leave it there to be collected later, you moved on to a large dining room where you'd been told to go in order to meet with Grandolfa, the leader of a group of Durgar who are up visiting from the Underdark at the invitation. Hey Kani, thank you for the subscription. Best of luck with your one-shot. If you're still going when we're finished, we will be raiding on by, you can be assured. You went on to meet this other Durgar, as you had been emboldened and encouraged by the fact that The ale must flow seemed to be the word of the moment for these people, these Underdark dwarves, the Duergar. You met with the Grandolpher and heard that she had designs on Zaradok Sunblight's clan and his holdings back in the Underdark, and did not care one jolt whether or not this venture on the surface was successful. Quite the opposite. She was convinced that the Duergar should stay down in the Underdark and not venture forth, endless winter or no. You were dismayed to hear about Sunblight's pet project involving this crystal. The whole reason he's been gathering huge amounts of it from around Icewind Dale, he has apparently been constructing a huge Shardolin crystal dragon. And you saw his preliminary attempts and how successful he's been already, as the Grandolpher had a small pseudo-dragon made from the Shardolin crystal itself. And she urged you to make haste if you wanted to save 10 towns from the destruction at the fiery breath, or whatever breath weapon this mysterious new kind of dragon has, because it is set to be complete this very day, and to set to the skies of Icewind Dale before the aurora stretches across the sky. So, after taking some rest to recuperate the damage done by the ghost of the White Lady, and nibbling on an Underdark treat or two, you find yourselves in the dining room, talking to each other and the Grandolpher, having decided to go to the western elevator and head down there in search of any people that you could rescue. A Myconid sovereign that was apparently being held, and other prisoners, perhaps, who, if they were to be released, would definitely be of aid in your mission here. I say you're here, welcome to start talking to each other and chatting to each other, but Tulm seems a little tight-lipped. Perhaps something to do with having heard from Grandolpher that he reminded her very much of similar constructs down below called hammerers, and that those hammerers were created from deceased Duergar. And she had asked Tulm, "What had you died of?" And we shall return to our scene at that point. You are sat
Tom,
in the room there? Yes, sorry.
are you okay? I looked to Soyella.
You've seen Taln. I don't have a good prop in this room. You've seen Taln. He's got, various tools that he keeps on him, and he's mostly just looking down and just focusing on his tools, not really responding to anything. You ask him if he's okay, but he just continues to. Not sure if it's ignore you or not hear you.
Yeah, I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Hey." Tom, kind of give him a little shake on the shoulder.
Tom. looks up for a moment.
I'm not exactly sure what we'll find down there, and I'm not exactly sure if that will be similar to you, but we have a mission.
Yes. I suppose that's true.
We can figure this out as we go.
Just
But we
then,
need to get moving.
there's a bit of a crash and a clatter as that Shardolin pseudo-dragon of the Grandolphers clambers up onto the table between you all. And it's not on the map, as I said, I'm afraid, but there is a long table here between the Grandolpher and the Tressum. And it's kind of like sniffing around the remnants of the meal that the Durgar had made their way through and that you had gone for the more edible-looking parts of. And it's kind of like snuffling around and kind of like moving along the table, its long crystalline tail glinting in the light from the braziers in the room. And as it goes along the table between you, Soyala goes, right in front of you, and Talm between you there, the two of you, as you're talking, even kind of snaking underneath your line of sight across the tabletop. And its eyes glisten and narrow, as such as you can perceive with this entirely black crystalline outer surface of this creature. And it kind of goes into a crouch on its legs, and its long neck snakes back and forth a little as it prowls down the table towards where, next to Mame, the Tressum is curled up, fast asleep, and quite unaware.
No.
Mame, roll me a perception check.
Okay, please. Okay. Perception. Okay.
Panic roll. ADH.
17.
17. Okay. It gets to where it is now, just between the silver dragonborn and Mockingbird. You see it, and the Tressum would look like that when it's creeping up on some prey. What do you do?
I grab the Tressum and put it like behind me. Can I move the Tressum?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You just quickly bundle it behind you, and it kind of meows like uncomfortably. It's like, what are you doing? I was having a nice snooze there, and the creature, unable to see where it's gone, is kind of like looking, trying to snake its neck, arch around and see where this tasty, furry, winged morsel has disappeared to. And it takes one more step forward. I won't even move the token because it's not going a full square. It gets to like that right in that corner of those squares there, right in the middle of you, Mockingbird, and Kestrel. And it freezes mid-step. And you can see it trying to move, and there's a slight vibration in the crystal. And it seems to be completely locked in place, unable to move. And at that same time, Mame, you feel in the back of your skull, behind your ear, a pang of pain as your symbiote resonates with its siblings in Mockingbird and, as you've rightly guessed, Kestrel, as this crystal this focus of energy, if you will, steps slap bang in the middle of the triangle that you happen to be standing in.
Oh.
The Grand Alpha like stands up. Crackles? Crackles! What have you done? What have you done?
I don't
What
know.
is it doing?
You've busted it! You've gone and broken it! That was a present!
We haven't touched it.
You look like one of them tricksy magic users. What did you do? You put a spell on it, didn't you?
Am I able to move?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like, I'm no magic. I don't. And then I move slightly back against the wall, leaning against the wall, in pain slightly.
Okay. And as you do so, the point where the pseudo-dragon is ceases to be the focal point of this triangle. And it suddenly clumps backwards in a kind of tinkling, crunching sound as it clumps back on its haunches, and then turns and slinks back up the table towards the Grand Alpha and curls around her legs. Too far. Oh, Crinkles, there you go. It's all right. It's all right. What the bloody hell was that?
I don't know. I would like to ask the same question. And then if Carl was here, I would telepathically ask Mockingbird, did you feel that? And also to, what's her name again?
Kestrel.
Kestrel. So I'll like send a telepathic message to like Kestrel and Mockingbird, just like, did you both feel that?
You heard Mockingbird's voice back via the telepathic link that you share. Yes, I did. Most curious. And Kestrel's like, yeah, hello? I haven't quite got the hang of this yet.
So you mean to say that it doesn't do this all the time?
No, it's never malfunctioned before. She did something.
Well, it's working now.
Yeah. So you stay away, Feathers.
Well, tell your pet to stay away from my Tressum. I saw how I was eyeing it.
Just wanted to make friends. Crinkles loves making friends.
Where's its last friend?
She...
Probably in the stomach.
Tom and Soyala, from your point of view, you can see she's kind of like shuffling her leg, and she can see she's like slowly pushing a rib cage under the table. small kind of feline-sized rib cage.
Well, we best be going.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? Be careful. And like I said, if you're doing a good job, my boys will side with you. Otherwise, they won't blow their cover.
Guess we'll have to do a good job.
But they won't go so far as to attack you either, so... Alright? You watch yourselves.
But when they know, they'll know, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sure you'll make it bleeding obvious.
Got it.
Okay. So, you're gonna head back to where the elevator was?
Yes.
Okie
Yes,
dokie.
I think the plan was the fungus route.
Yes, it was.
Indeed.
Which is
Okay. As you are starting to make your way back in that direction, let me just do a quick shout out to EDH, patron saint of Phoenix Iwaki, and congratulate him on managing to survive the 24-hour stream he did. And also surviving his jubilant celebrations of completing the stream. So, yes, congratulations on still being able to at least turn on your computer and type. That's good news. Good news indeed. Right, so, everyone, as you were saying. You're gonna go back out there?
The trestle.
Yeah, if you, the three of you just move, and then if needs be, I shall transport magically the other tokens to your locale. So you head out into the corridor, and you see ahead of you that portcullis down again, down that huge shaft going down to the red glow of the forge below. And you remember you heard from the Grandolpher, when the dragon is complete, it will fly up that shaft to the next floor above, where those huge hangar-like doors can be opened for it to leave and fly into Icewind Dale. You make your way back down the far end there, seeing again those corpses of the Duragar guards that you had bested there. And once more, past the Duragar guard of the Grandolphus clan that you had first made contact with and who had let you in to the front gate when you first arrived. Dirk, I believe his name was? Drek. D-R-E-C-K. So Tom, he would have mentioned that to you at some point in your conversations. And you find yourselves back here. Now, it's not a huge elevator, as you can see. Only 4 of you can ride at a time. So you will have to make 2 trips.
We'll take Mockingbird took a bit of a beating. How about we take somebody else?
He looks okay, actually.
I was gonna say, I think
I
we
don't
did
know.
a short rest, so...
I don't think it was a physical beating. I think it was a mental beating.
Okay.
So let's take our dragonborn friend, whose name is on my sheet that I haven't opened yet.
Trovis.
That's
right. Indeed. Yes, it's the wolf rabbit lettuce puzzle. Which will you go down in the elevator first, and which will you leave behind? One of the combinations results in the goats dying, I'm afraid, so be careful.
Oh dear.
So, no, I'm joking. Sorry, I can't. I'm gonna be such a pussycat of a DM tonight after Friday. I'm not sure if Mame and Soyalo have caught up with the goings on the channel.
No, not yet.
The end.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, Alicia in chat knows. Yes, we lost a character on Friday. Permanently. For good. And not for any out-of-game reasons. And it was... It was, looking back right now, looking back on it now, it was amazing. It was incredible. But at the time, it was very rough.
Not a dry eye in chat.
Nope. Or in the stream either. Well, I don't know about you. You're the hardened. You come from older editions of the game where characters died all the time, right?
Yeah, I've mentioned this once before.
Yeah.
But my gaming group in college was kind of brutal. Like PCs killed PCs on a regular basis.
Oh wow.
When I was in college.
Boy.
So I thought we did a really good, respectful job.
Good. Okay, so yes, that was definitely a thing. And with all the lycanthropy going on before that as well,
it was an emotional night.
Quite the session. Okay, let me bring on everybody over here. Whole gang's here now. Right, okay, so, yes, the three of you and Trovus first.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let me get you... Yes, there you go, thank you. All aboard. Okay, so you wait for a short time, and on schedule, the rattling of chains gets louder and closer, and the platform comes into view, descending from above, so it's actually going in the right direction as well. And as it gets to floor level, it stops briefly, and the gates kind of open automatically, and it waits there. And everyone quickly gets in because you know it's just going to go automatically. And as everyone gets onto the platform, kind of huddling, looking around, unsure about this new experience, the gates of their own accord slide shut, and you feel that slight lurch in your stomachs as the platform starts to descend towards the forge level of Sunblight Fortress. So, let me transport you. Actually, I was about to copy and paste, but it's not a different map as such, it's just a different part on this map. So this is actually a bit easier to do, I think. If I can get you on the same... Yes, there we go. Yep. Well, why did that only take Soyala? No, I want all of you. There we go. Oop. There you are. And they have disappeared from that view. And I shall bring you all down here. Chat as well. Boom. Okay. So, as it rattles down into the depths, you find yourselves in a different part of the fortress. The elevator shaft terminates in this room, and you can see a large stone wheel next to the cage that's just turning constantly. And as it reaches the bottom, those gates slide open again, and you'll jump off, yes?
Of course.
Yep. Yes.
And after you do so, after the regular time, it slides closed again and ascends into the shaft above. And after a while, you just what would you like to do while you're waiting? Actually, let me ask that.
I'll check at the door, make sure it's not
I was gonna
locked.
say next one, don't go near the giant circular crank.
Like,
Oh.
ooh, machinery.
Yeah, that's I'm just gonna look at the door.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty regular.
Not locked.
Are you going to open it?
I'm gonna try to open it. Just a little, just a creak.
Maybe we should wait for our friend Mockingbird.
At least just listen first.
Just check if it's locked, you know? Jiggle the handle a little bit.
Rattle the door.
You're just checking if it's locked. Then we'll take a...
At least he's not
Ooh.
shooting it open.
Yes. Kaboom. Open. Okay. So.
See, he's got like some primitive C4 he's putting on the door. Oh. Put that away.
Not that stuff. Okay. Not today. Not today. Okay. So you try the handle. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I failed.
Okay.
3.
Okay. So yeah, you go to try and just very slightly move the door and see if it's open, and the handle moves as well, but you know it would if it was locked. So you have to actually try and move it to set it ajar to see if it would open or not. And as you do so, you kind of stumble into it, and kind of like your metallic shoulder kind of clanks against the door a little bit as you bump into the door. and you hear in Undercommon from the other side. Oh, someone's coming down. And you two hear Undercommon, but you don't know what was said.
Well, sounds like someone heard us.
Say that ale must flow in Undercommon or something.
Yeah, Tone, be our spokesperson.
I'll say in Undercommon. Fuck, be more careful. Don't drop anything next time.
You hear it on the other side.
Good, I think that worked. I can't tell if that's like anger or happiness.
In Undercommon, it's kind of the. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then at that point, Kestrel and Mockingbird join you. So, what's the plan?
Well, he just points. He points at the door. Goes like.
Hey,
I have no
Happy.
idea which ones are the good ones or the bad ones. Well, if they start attacking, then I guess they're bad ones.
Mockingbird has an idea.
What do you think?
He's like, if I may suggest something,
Okay.
leave this to me. And he strides forward, and as he starts to walk towards the door, his form shifts and grows shorter, stockier, white skin, like sallow skin, and a long beard suddenly protrudes from his jaw as he changes himself into the appearance of a Durgar.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Does he speak Undercommon though?
Hang
I
on,
don't think so.
I didn't
At
check
least
his
not
sheet.
with that last one.
Might be a problem.
I remember him yelling at the Drek guy
Yeah, he doesn't speak Undercommon.
in like, yeah.
Well,
You could be his voice. You could walk through and you could he could mouth the words and you could just speak for him as he goes through the door.
Yeah, just say
Alright.
watermelon a whole bunch.
we're gonna. Here's
Whoa.
the routine. Here's the routine. Okay.
Performance.
You got hit. You got hit in the voice box. You can't speak anymore, but we're really good friends.
Okay, I could make that work.
All right. So let me do the talking. But you're.
Okay, so he pushes through, and he does. As he opens the door, you do see that there are Durgar guarding the room beyond, and he. Here, let me move him over there. He stumbles in, and he's like waving hello and like holding his throat. And let me do a quick performance check for our rogue here. 5. Hey, Scrappy. But you know what? I think his
You're
Durgar,
rolling well tonight.
his Durgar appearance should give him advantage, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
You're
you know-
assisting, maybe? Yeah.
You know what? I don't know why I didn't think of this before.
17.
There we go.
Better. Okay, so he walks. He's like, and he's like, and that. I think actually I'll give advantage because that what you said before, Tom, because they assume that whatever happened before messed him up somehow. Like you're saying about don't drop, blah blah blah. What you said as you came down, made the noise, and he gestures to you. Not for long, Alicia. Not for long. What do you say, Tom?
Oh, he hurt his voice very recently. He cannot speak.
What are you? You some upgrade or something?
I think I'm the next. I'm not sure. They haven't told me yet. They said need to know, but I think I'm the next type of model.
Well, you're a bit prettier. You ain't got the ugly face poking out the top.
Well, all the better, I suppose. Are you with Are you just guarding down here?
Yeah,
is
clearly.
there a lieutenant we should go see to...
See about what?
Talking about the results of our expedition.
Well, Zaradok's in the main forge.
Oh, I see. Well, we are here. We are bringing potential allies. So these people will seem...
Potential allies? What do you mean?
Some people, they know where to find some of the crystals. So we were sent to get some help.
I don't think we need that. I mean, you know, the king's sending his sons far and wide. We don't want any outsiders down here. We can't let them see what's in the forge.
I don't ask questions. I was just told to do so.
I mean, the only outsiders we've ever put through that room were ones that were being led to the cell blocks.
Listen, I don't want to put it this way. However, do you want to tell Sunblight that I couldn't get allies because you wouldn't let them in, or should...
You're like either side of the door. On the other side, it's like, ready? 3, 2, 1.
No, as prisoners.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Prisoners.
I thought you had jukes up ready to go.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I'm trying to just start, like, put our hands together and like tie ourselves with rope and like follow him.
I
Like act as
suppose
prisoners. Like, we're listening to this, and I get out some rope
it's in
and I
Undercommon.
gesture to so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's not
Okay.
understandable. Give me a persuasion check
so
with
Yella,
disadvantage.
You understand?
Okay.
So Yella,
Oh
you
well, that's
understand
not
Undercommon?
a good start.
Nope. Just told here.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
A 2 and a 3. Fantastic.
Oh, well, let me see what my bonus
And
is.
just as King Zadrok himself has turned up in chat, Sunblighter is here and has subscribed. Thank you so much, Sunblighter. Welcome home to Sunblight Fortress.
Be a 4.
They're down in the forge level now. Okay, they're like, look, no, this is most irregular. You wait there. I'm gonna go and get the boss.
Okay.
And all his lads.
And all his lads. Oh. Is that the case? He looks at Mockingbird and goes, well, I think we're fucked. And
Is that
then
in Undercommon or Common?
a common. Probably gonna need initiative at that point, John.
I mean,
They're not onto us yet.
Not yet.
No, they are.
Have they left the room?
You can take.
one of
They're
them's
not,
many
they're,
is staying
they're not
behind?
gonna leave. I'm saying, I think we need initiative because I'm going to cast the spell.
Oh.
okay. I mean, there's one thing you haven't tried.
Oh yes, I
Wait.
guess I haven't tried that. All right, last attempt. The ale must flow.
Oh, for God's sake, why do you bloody start with that?
Oh God! Thank God.
That's the last one. I've got it all out of my system now. I'm ready to kill you now. No
That
more
could've been
kindness. No more kindness. I can't believe you didn't lead with that. I was like, what are you doing?
I figured they wouldn't have the. They wouldn't be guarding the front door.
No, both of them stand up straight and like do the fist bump on the chest. Oh yeah, well yeah, they almost flow. Did the Grand Olfer send you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take him out?
I mean, why else would a group of adventurers be coming down here?
He's right there in chat. Get him. Sorry, that's sorry. Get them mixed up. Some blight, some blighter, some blight, some blighter. I'm sorry. So, they gesture. Watch out though. There's a bunch of them, those Quagoths through there, with that Myconid that they dragged up from below, just through here. And they point to that northern door.
What did he say? Quagoth?
Quagoth.
Have I forgotten what those are, or do I just not know?
I wonder. Give me a survival check.
18.
Oh, nice. Quagoths are big. I wonder if this will show up properly, if it's on a different screen. Oh, yes, it will.
Yep.
Oop. Quagoths are these big, kind of like hairy, very muscly creatures that are used as, hard labor and guard duty and general muscle by lots of creatures in the Underdark.
With an 18, is there any like weaknesses or?
I wouldn't say you would have that knowledge, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Just you know what they are.
All right. He'll turn back. Well, we're all set. Come on in, guys.
Oh, okay. You did it. Good job.
Okay, so yeah, everyone makes their way into that small room there, lit by these braziers, and you see that door to the north. And the Durga look Trovus up and down. He's like, oh. I know. Sorry, it's Sunblighter. He's like, it's Sunblight in the module. It's Sunblight. I know. We're just enjoying the similarity. The Durga look Trovus up and down. They're like, oh, you're a big fella. Tell you what. There's no way around this lot. Half of them aren't even with it, you know? They're, not strictly of this world anymore. You're gonna have to fight your way through. Now, there's another door similar to this on the other side of the throne room. What about us two and your big friend here? Hold that door, because there are more Quagoths in that room who will try and come and help their friends if something kicks off. How about the three of us hold that door whilst you lot deal with them in there?
Were I playing Fire Maw, I'd be like, nah, it's a terrible idea. I'll just take them. It's no big deal. I'm not playing Fire Maw today. So that sounds like a great idea.
Are they still speaking Undercommon, or have they switched?
No, they do speak Common as well, so they switch over.
Okay.
Thank God.
Just
Well,
checking.
Sounds like a great idea. Torfus,
Okay, yeah.
are you alright with that?
Oh, yes. Sounds like a good scrap.
Oh, I thought you might say that. I thought you might say that exactly, actually. But
So yeah, the two Durgar tell you that in that next room, the Quagoths are holding this Myconid sovereign. This is where they're getting the spores from the creature and torturing it and using those spores to reanimate the other corpses. And some of the ones that are in there gathering the different spores as they're released by the sovereign are these undead creatures. So there are these undead Quagoths, and this one that they describe in much the same way that the Grundolfa described you, Mame, talking about being tricksy and using magic and stuff. So one of them is clearly some kind of spell user, and they say that they will block off the regular Quagoths. There are some regular Quagoths in the room on the eastern side of the room that you're going into. You'll be entering the western side.
Well, here, Ton takes out some rope and just very loosely wraps it around. Why am I continuously forgetting his name? Trovis. Continuously wraps it around Trovis's hands, but it's not tight. It's not tied to anything.
Okay.
All right. So just pretend he's your prisoner. And take him to the next room.
We'll lead him in like this, and we'll be going across the room, and probably just we'll distract some of them by doing that. And hopefully, hopefully you'll be able to. I mean, there's no sneaking. This is just big, wide open space.
Well, we will walk in. They won't be looking at the door.
Right. Yeah, and then you'll be able to get the jump on them. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, kick him in the shins. All right. Okay, so basically this is going to be like the equivalent of a held action. What would you like to do once you break through into this room?
I'm gonna...
Yes, Josh?
I'm gonna... run in there.
Yes.
And... I gotta save my spells. Just firebolt them, I guess.
Okay.
Artificer does not get that many spells.
So Yala, what's your plan?
A similar tactic, Sacred Flame.
Okay, on...
Whichever one's looking pretty mean.
Gotcha.
Or they're working on the spore creatures, is that what's going on? Or...
Well, they from the description of these other things, there's going to be this Myconid sovereign,
Yeah.
then a kind of spellcaster Quagoth, and then some dead Quagoth that have been reanimated with the spores.
We're gonna
Yeah, so
boop that
spellcaster
spellcaster.
one. Yeah. So whatever one looks like it's harming.
Josh, yeah. there's your first action. Bye, Orangey. Have fun. Cheers. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Yes, I forgot. We have another mod in chat now. I promoted Alicia. Okay, right. So you are going to use Sacred Flame. Okay, on that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Mame, what's the plan?
I'm going to prepare my bow and ready an arrow for whatever looks big, mean, and scary, which is everything to me, anyway.
Okay.
Kestrel and Mockingbird, too?
Kestrel will shoot her crossbow, and Mockingbird will do Eldritch Blast. As he's got his new warlock powers that he wants to try out. Okay, so I'm going to get these doors out of the way, and you can have a gander. Boop. And I shall describe the scene. Okay, so basically, everyone's okay to go into the room, and I will describe it for you. Just go by the door there, yeah. And the Durgar and Trovis are kind of marching over this way. So you hear them going first, and you hear them talking to this creature, this kind of bestial, gravelly voice of this other creature that they're talking with, and as you peek after them, and you do have kind of cover here because immediately on your right, as you can see there, there's this huge... Oh, sorry, chat. As you can see there. Nope, you cannot see there. There's this large dais there. So let me explain properly what you're seeing here. So the ceiling of this hall arches to a height of 30 feet up above, and stone steps lead up to a semicircular dais against the south wall. Atop the dais is a misshapen throne, crudely carved out of black crystal. And you remember the Gandalfa talking about Sunblight's Chardalyn throne, to go with his Chardalyn gauntlet and Chardalyn crown. Small, crackling flames burn in braziers that occupy the room's corners. And slumped near the east wall, as you can just make out there with your dark vision, is a tall, bipedal fungus creature. Luminous spores float in the air around it, wafting gently on breezes that are unseen. And a savage, white-furred biped has torn off one of the creature's arms and is holding it, while 4 other white-furred bipeds, covered in fungal growths, try to capture those floating spores in jugs that they're carrying. So, looks a little something like this, as anyone on Twitter would have seen today. Boop. Here's our poor Myconid sovereign being bullied by these nasty creatures.
Oh dear.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
So you can see it is a dark room. That none of these creatures need the light. So he is being, unfortunately, tortured and having the spores collected by these creatures. Now, you see that one of them has turned, as you'd hoped, to look at the Durgar with Trovus and is looking towards them. Now, I need a group stealth check from all of you. And let's see if you can get the jump on these beasties. Okay, so 11. Thank you, Soyala. Mami?
11.
11. Okay. Tom?
5.
You are on fire tonight, sir.
Get him. I hope.
Mockingbird should make this a little better. 12. Only 12 with his plus 6.
Rouge failed us.
Rouge. Rouge. And Kestrel. Kestrel for the win. Kestrel, where are you? Why is that not opening? Hang on, I can't pull up Kestrel's thing. Yeah. Should be okay. There we go. Finally. Whoop. 7 for Kestrel. No! Oh, sorry, Scrappy, I don't have that set up. Thank you. Okay, so... that is... that is a total of 9. Cheers, Happy. Okay, so yeah, it's a total of 9, I'm afraid, for your amazing group stealth check here. As you all come cluttering into the room and, like, surprised by the scene. You're seeing your first Myconid is clearly a surprising sight as you all gasp as you go into the room. But you still beat the passive perception of the spore servants. They're not completely with it, it seems. And oh, Scrappy got a 14. That bumps up a little bit. Cheers, Scrappy. There's a little stealthy goblin in the back that you haven't noticed. And you managed to beat the spore servants, but the spellcaster one does notice, which just means he'll go on the first round and the others will go on the second round. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. Depending on how the how the turn order works out here. So let me add you in here. Boop. As we switch over our music. Okay, please add your things there, please.
Oh, this is new. Oh, the Trussum's fighting today. Very nice.
Oh, here we go.
What? No, not the baby.
It's on initiative order. God, so.
Yeah,
That's.
there you go.
Do I roll again?
No, I think your
You can write it in here.
companion just goes on your initiative.
Okay, so 13.
Mhm.
I'll type that in.
They can't attack, but they can do the they can do the assist action, distract people and things. And I think that's. Oh no, I just need to do.
Rime, which of us has the higher dex?
Oh, there we
I
go.
have a +2.
Yes, sure.
Dexterity.
You're
I have
also a 13.
I got a +2. What do you have?
14. Yeah,
Oh, for-
+2.
14 +2.
Or it's a 14, which the modifier +2 for dex.
Mine's a 14 with a modifier +2.
What do we do at this point?
Choose between yourselves. It's fine. Either of you can go first.
Oh yeah, I was preparing to do an attack, so it really doesn't matter.
You could go first because I'll prepare my bow.
Okay.
So.
And
so
last but not
weird.
least. Okay. So. Let me get this turn order here for everyone back home. Okay, so you are creeping into the room and then you kind of quickly drawing your breath, and this larger one that's holding the arm of this Myconid spins at the sound, but the Spore Servants are slower to react. And we shall jump into initiative here as Mockingbird, of course, is first. And as he does so, the two Duragar and Trovus go charging across, sliding across the base of the dais and ending up by that door and just like slamming into it. And you can hear growls of confusion on the other side as they like brace that door, and they're all like up against that there. And Mockingbird will do his Eldritch Blast, which is a +5 to hit. Natural 20.
Nice.
You're welcome. So that is that, and oh, I got a crit already. 9 + 2, 11. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, just sorry. I'm not used to using D&D Beyond. Yeah, cheers, Scrappy. Natural 20s. Yeah, I don't get to spam dreads. Dreads natural 20 too much. Anyway, where is it? Me too. Hey, spam. Natural 20. Okay. See, I get to celebrate it too. I don't get to feel bad about this one. I get so nervous when I get natural 20 against the players. Okay. So that is 11 blast damage from the Eldritch Blast. As you see, just Mockingbird just reaches out his hand, and this ball of like frosty white energy just streaks across the room, trailing ice crystals behind it, and slams into the spellcaster. And it doesn't have any resistance or anything. So yeah, that is 11 damage. And it is the Spore Servants, but they don't get to go this turn. So Yala, your turn.
All right. Yeah. So I guess whichever one was kind of holding the attention or attacking the mushrooms,
This one here, that's just the close-up on the face, as opposed to the fuller body picture.
All right.
Yeah. That's the
Like that
spellcaster that's got the arm, that's clearly in charge, and that one seems to be aware of you, whereas the others are still like, huh?
All right. So dexterity save on the sacred plane.
Okay, thank you very much. Dexterity save. Boop. 15?
Yeah, DC 15.
Okay, he just got it, I'm afraid. Meets it, beats it. Is that halved?
If he saved, I think no damage.
0. Ah, okay. So yeah, these large creatures, they're kind of simian in their bodies, and they're just covered in this white fur, and they're very just like ropey muscles on all of their limbs. And as you reach out and fire off the sacred flame, it just very nimbly just leaps up out of the way and avoids this damage, having been hit by the Eldritch Blast already.
All right, and that's all.
Okay, and Trissom and Mummy.
The Tressum's just gonna be around my neck
Okay.
as I
And it's gonna hiss.
take.
Yeah.
I shall move 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal,
Yes.
and aim at this boy that my companions have shot at, and shoot a magical arrow,
Yes.
and 23
Ooh,
to
that
hit,
hits, definitely. Nice.
and shooting at this thing with 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay, nice. And what type of damage is that?
Is magical bow arrow damage.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah, just not piercing damage, right?
It is
Sorry.
piercing.
You said that was 6, yeah?
It is piercing. So magical piercing damage,
Gotcha. Thank you.
I assume.
Nice. Okay, yep, so your eldritch arrow just goes streaking through the darkness and finds purchase in this large Quagoth spellcaster's shoulder, and it roars out and looks, yeah, like that. Thank you, Soundscape. And looks back at you, and its eyes narrow. Yes, so Alice feels. There's a sad cat in chat. Oh no. Okay, and the Quagoth Thonot, as that is what it is, the spellcaster, will look over towards you and will narrow its eyes. Let's see here. And it is going to cast... Choices. Okay. You see it just like puts its big clawed hand on its chest and starts to gutturally chant something under its breath. And then it starts to shimmer and shift and then boom, splits. And you see an illusory, 3 illusory duplicates of this creature appear around it. And you're not sure which is the real one. And it's going to fall back behind the Myconid Sovereign for cover as it shouts to the Spore Servants, "Get them! Get them!" And Tull, your turn.
We're just gonna run in 2, 3, 5, 6, and try to shoot it all magic-y dude.
Okay.
A 21.
21 will hit, but
What do I need to roll?
I roll a d20
Okay.
to determine who it attacks. Okay, So you. Okay, so yeah, what are you attacking with?
Just a firebolt.
Okay, so yeah, you go clunk, 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 clunk across the room, and then whoosh, fire off the firebolts. It goes, flying across the room, and thuds satisfyingly into one of these images of this spellcaster, which shimmers and disappears, but was not the real one, I'm afraid. But now there are 3.
One.
One less. Okay, Kestrel is gonna dart forwards to here and shoot at the Spore Servant directly across the dais from her. What's the AC on these things? Okay. Shoot. Ah, with a miss, I'm afraid. And she's gonna duck back out of sight and try and frantically reloading her crossbow. And Mockingbird will go with his Eldritch Blast again. That is an 18. And again, another of the duplicates shimmers and disappears out of view. Now there are 2. Okay, and the Quagoth roars in frustration. Both of the Quagoths roar in frustration. You don't know which one it is. And Suyala.
50-50.
Mame, you're next.
Okay, there's 2 of these left now.
Two of the images of the spellcaster, yeah.
Images, yeah. Yeah, a little taken aback by it missing the first time. She's gonna still try again because
sorry.
to.
I got ahead of myself. Now the Spore Servants can start moving.
Okay.
So they will. This one will come charging at you, Tom, and attack. 24. Sorry.
You know,
That's
it'll
good.
hit.
That is 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
As it just this huge claw with these strange kind of ghost white funguses growing out the back of its hand, claws across. And the second attack, only a 10.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Okay, that one does that. This one will come. Let's see, what's the movement on these? Okay. This one will go. We'll run, but we'll have to dash to get to you, my mate. So it runs up you and then stops. This one is gonna bound across here and has to dash to get to Kestrel. And this one can only get to there. So they all just come.
Okay.
Just come bounding out towards you.
Okay, that changes things a little. I'm gonna go for the one on Mame then, with the Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex save.
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be. Oh, a natural 20. Sorry.
Ah,
Dexterous. Even in undeath, they're
Yeah.
dexterous. Just as just leaps up in the air as it's going towards Mame, and just the Sacred Flame goes like flying underneath it, and it lands, and just its mouth just goes like Predator style.
okay. Yeah. How is it an action to get out a weapon?
Is it red dice as well? Nope. You can just pull that out. It's fine.
All right. She will get out her mace. Yeah. She'll bring out her mace. She does not normally use it, but she has it.
Okay. Thank you.
That is all.
Noted. And Mame, what you doing?
I put away my bow, seeing as this thing is right in front of me, and take out my 2 sickles and slash.
Sick 'em.
Okay. And I think the Tressum will lazily flap into the air and start kind of buzzing around the head of this Spore Servant in front of you, distracting it. So you have advantage.
So the first sickle is a 9.
Misses, I'm afraid.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Okay, so the first sickle still. 9 again.
Still a miss, I'm afraid. Okay, second attack. Oh, no, you don't just have one
Second
attack.
one.
Oh, offhand, on the offhand.
Not offhand. This one is just 1. It's a nat 1.
Oh, but you get the advantage still.
Okay. Come on. 14.
A 14, I believe, just hits. Yeah. So as you're going for it with your second sickle, the tressum just like flies in front of its eyes and blocks its view, and you manage to cut into its midriff. So give me the damage on that, please. It's
4.
less. It's less because it's minus the. Yeah, that's just the 4, isn't it? But that's the top. That's max damage anyway. So well done. Nice, nice, nice. You cut a nasty gash in its side, but it's straight. It's clearly injured, but it doesn't bleed as such. And you can just get, there's a slight puff of like kind of spores, like you'd like slice through a mushroom, like a dry mushroom. Okay, thank you. Sorted there. Which brings us to the Thonot. The Thonot is going to cast this. Yes, okay. The Quagoth is gonna, like, as you come running up through the room, Tuln, and come a bit closer, it's gonna narrow its eyes and look at you. And then it's gonna reach out that large, white, clawed hand, clasping the Myconid's severed arm, and shake it threateningly as it starts repeating some strange incantation under its breath again. And you feel your body starting to get warm, and then hot, and hotter, and hotter, starting to burn the organic parts inside you as it casts heat metal on you.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And
When your whole body is metal.
He's in trouble.
oh no, is indeed. So that is 2d8 fire damage. Only 5, so it could have been much worse. So that's 5 fire damage as you feel your body heat up unbearably, and just this searing pain go through your whole form. And your turn, sir. Ha, 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 ha.
Not much to do. I guess I'm just gonna cast Firebolt at the one on Mame so that I don't
Okay.
get disadvantage on it, I guess.
Okie doke.
It'll be 19.
19 will hit, definitely.
3 damage.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
I guess I'll just tuck into that corner, or tuck
Gotcha.
against the wall here.
Yep. Okay, Kestrel, beset by this Quagoth of her own, drops her hand crossbow and pulls out a short sword and goes to attack with a hit and a hit, 2 hits, causing a total of 11 damage. And she just like cuts and like jabs out at this creature and wounds it. Thus, okay. And Mockingbird is going to go to help his feathered friend there, and with the Tressum's help, he has advantage, so he will get his sneak attack as well. So, goes with his short sword. Attack! That's an 18, so that definitely hits. So that is a 7 damage plus the sneak attack. Sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. 2d6. Plus 9. Okay, so 16 damage as he darts forward with his short sword and cuts into that one next to you, Mame. So that was, what did I say? 16. Nice. Cut, cut, cut. And this one is bloodied, so it is at half or less of its hit points. This map is so big, the tokens are small, and these icons just almost cover up the whole thing. Okay, anyway, makes it nice and clear. So, he is also going to lash out with his dagger on the offhand. Yep. And that will be a miss, I'm afraid. And the Spore Servants will continue their attack. This one is actually going to come round and attack you, Soyala. So let's go from the top. Tom coming at you. 12.
Miss.
Okay, clatters off the hot armor. And a natural 1. It's like, it's like panicked by the heat of the armor that it's going for. Doesn't manage to hit you. Okay, the one on you, Mame, will actually go for Mockingbird with its first claw. As a 14 misses, so Mockingbird nimbly ducks out of the way. And it's going to go for you, Mame, with the second claw, which lashes around for 16. Hits. Okay, that is 4 slashing damage. As the backhand just like tears into your feathers, despite the Tressum's best efforts. And Soyala, the one on you, first claw, 19.
My AC is 19.
Oh, just 6 slashing. And again, just a 10. So the second one clatters off your armor. And then the last one is going for Kestrel. First one hits, and the second one misses. So Kestrel takes 9 slashing damage. But she looks pretty good. She's been out in these mountains a lot. She's a tough girl. And you can hear a boom, 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 boom as the Duragar and Trovus are holding that door closed down in the bottom there. And actually, I meant to do this. Excuse me. As you are doing this, you hear this strange kind of burbling organic sound, and that strange mushroom creature over against the east wall, with the Thonot victoriously clasping its severed arm still, but completely distracted by the group of you, stands up, getting unsteadily to its feet, and it's like, and it's going to attack now. Let's see here. Okay, you see it turn on this this Quagoth spellcaster that was torturing it and is still holding its severed arm, and it just lunges forward with its large, umbrella-shaped head and just shakes its head, and these light green spores just spray out, completely engulfing the spellcaster, who coughs and splutters, and both of the mirror images remaining cough and splutter and wave their arms around as it attacks with its pacifying spores.
Nice.
That is a Constitution saving throw. 15. What's the DC? 12. Okay, unfortunately, the Quagoth caster coughs and splutters a bit, but then it's like, but it's looking at this captured Myconid, which is becoming a bit rowdy with its aid close at hand, and I shall put him in here as well. Just at the end of the round, so that's what that happened. And it is Soyala's turn. Mama, you're on deck.
Alright. With the mace in hand and a new challenger approaching, I will
Yes.
give it all I can. Let's try.
Go for it.
Oh, that is a nat
Natural
20 for
20!
22.
Yeah, you can stand
Maybe
there again.
almost missed it, but I'm like, alright, this better hit.
Yeah, natural 20! Awesome.
Alright, for a big old 4 damage, but
What?
yeah.
Double the dice?
Ah, right. Just what I rolled twice or double?
Let's roll another d6.
Roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so 6 total. 4 and a 2.
Hang on a sec. Mace. 6 total. Okay, so yeah, you quickly swing around the mace, just like slam, and just like into its body, and causes that damage there. Thank you.
Yep.
Noted. Thank you. And Mummy.
I go forward for the one that's really bloody in front of me with the sickles in hand and slash.
Go for it.
Not natural.
That'll hit. What's the damage?
Roll it again. Wait.
Oh, yeah,
Is the-
advantage.
If the Tressum continues to distract.
Oh, of course, yeah, definitely.
The next one is a 6.
Nope. Okay, so
Just roll to see if you get the 20, right?
roll the damage on the first one then.
3.
Okay, and the second attack on the offhand.
Offhand will be a 12.
12 misses, I'm
And
afraid,
again.
but you have advantage.
16.
That hits. Roll the damage.
Another 3. So
Oh,
6
right.
damage with each.
Shik. Okay. Yes, you are pruning these mushroom hedges. Okay, on this thing, and takes a couple of nasty little nicks there. Thank you. And the Thonot. Okay, the Thonot will use its bonus action to cause that damage on you again, Tom. That is going to be a bit more. 9 fire damage this time. Let me just double check I've got that, I'm working that right. Sorry, first time using heat metal.
I think you are.
New spell, who dis?
Yeah.
Yep, bonus action on each of your subsequent turns. It causes damage again.
It is concentration.
Yes, it is, yeah. So if you damage it, you will have the chance to knock that out.
So I guess an important question would be: are the illusions concentration as well?
No.
Oh.
Right,
that
not.
sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I was careful. And let's see here. Oh, no, that's concentration. Can't do that. Excuse me. Trying to find something. Okay. He's going to do this, I think, then. Alright, so, you see him start chanting again, and he puts his clawed fist, with both of his clawed fists on the images on his chest, and you see some magic spread from his hand, and he seems to heal himself a little bit. And Tom, it's your turn.
You know, Ton looks down at himself. He's seeing that he's flaming hot, you know. He's on fire, as it were.
Yes.
He's gonna give the guy a hug.
Okay. Do a grapple attack.
Not my best. Just proficiency.
It can be acrobatics or athletics.
You know, that's worse than just my proficiency. So 0 it is. Let's see what the dice give me.
Come on.
15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
And I get 11. So it
Big
tries to use its strength. Yeah, you just like lunge for it and grab onto it, and it tries to break free before the heat takes effect, but doesn't manage to do so. And you smell the quite nice smell of cooked mushrooms wafting up. And do you want to roll me 2d8? I will port over that damage onto it.
I just went to a store in Akihabara, but I for dice, but no d8s.
Oh, shame.
7.
7. Okay. So yeah, you burn this creature. I'm sorry. It's a mixed bag because you get the nice smell of kind of cooked mushrooms, but then the very bad smell of burnt fur as well. It's a cocktail. It's a cocktail.
Sniffer doesn't work so well anymore.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're okay. Mommy's like, ooh, what's that smell? Okay. Kestrel. Short sword time. Go, Kestrel, go. Misses. Hits on the second, though. 4 piercing. She cuts into this one some more. Whoosh. Done. Okay, and the Myconid. Let's see. Okay, it's gonna go with... Yeah, it's gonna go with those same spores again. You see that shower of green spores come out from the mushroom sovereign, and the spellcaster has to make another con save, and fails this time. So you see the Myconid just start, shaking its head, and these spores just whoosh out, and the spellcaster goes into we get this right here, excuse me. It becomes stunned for 1 minute, but it gets a chance to save on its turn. So it's incapacitated, can't move, automatically fails strength and dex, and attack rolls have advantage. And let's see here. Right, I'm gonna say stunned is gonna break your concentration, right? It's like, he's not concentrating at all. He's almost unconscious, right? So that ends on you, Tom. You feel the metal start to cool down a little bit again, just as you got this guy in this nice bear hug, unfortunately. And it does. Unfortunately, the mirror image doesn't disappear, but this creature is stunned. And let me put that on him. What shall we use? Let's use this. Okay, so as it's stunned, attacks have advantage against it. So the Myconid then rears up on its legs and just goes whoom, whoom, with its big, muscly looking, plant material arms as it tries to punch the spellcaster. Missing, but hits on the second one for 7 bludgeoning damage. Oh, right. Oop. And that means the spellcaster is also looking a bit worse for wear. And stunned. Okay, and Mockingbird's turn. Mockingbird is going to go for yours again with you, Mame, helping you out there. Flashes out with the short sword. Boop. Hits for a dirty 20. Causing 6 plus the sneak attack, 5, so that's 11 damage with its short sword attack. And this thing looks like it's on its last legs as he lashes out with the dagger, plunging it into the furry belly of the beast. But only gets an 8. It gets snarled up in the fur and doesn't get through, I'm afraid. But it looks, as I said, on its last legs, looking very, very badly cut and from the sickles and the short sword. And the Spore Servant's turn. The one up top is going to try and break free from your embrace, Tom.
And from what it looks like, I did a quick little rules check.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like stunned breaks concentration
Oh, really?
in the active fair. Yeah, incapacitated breaks concentration, but not stunned.
Wow.
But what if you're stunned, you are incapacitated.
Oh.
It's the first line. A stunned creature is incapacitated.
Okay. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Oh, yep. You're right.
Yep.
Incapacitated. It's one of the embedded rules.
Yeah.
There's not many of those in D&D 5, but
True. But there it is. Yep. So thank you, though. Thank you for checking and bringing that up. So yeah, that is gone. So he's gonna try and break free. I want to break free. Come on, let me. Little Freddy Quagoth. Strength. 14.
what, am I rolling too?
Yep, it's contested. Same
Probably
as
gonna
before.
do it. I rolled a 16.
He's just like trying to break free from this grapple that you have it in here. I think it does get to attack you, it just can't move away.
Isn't trying to escape the action?
But yeah, so it has to use action. That's a good point. Sorry. Yes, I should have just tried to attack you instead. So killing you would have escaped. No problem. Okay, the other one is going to go for Mockingbird with the first attack. Suppose claw attack. Whoosh. Misses. Second. Is going for you. Mame 11 misses. Yes.
Yes.
Misses again. Okay. The other one's going for you, Soyala. 19. Just hits, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, right on. 8 slashing.
19 just hits.
As this Quagoth claw comes across clerics, eh? And second attack, 21, I'm afraid.
Okay.
4
yeah.
slashing. You still up?
Yep.
Excellent, okay. The other one's going for Kestrel. Kestrel's AC is 12. Boop. Oh, just hits with the first and with the second. That is a total of 13 slashing damage as these claws rake into Kestrel. Ow. And she's desperately trying to fend it off with her short sword. And that is that. So, Yella, your turn. Mama, you're up on deck.
Alright, looking a little battered, but still ready to try to fight. She's gonna do another swing with the mace. 20.
Yay.
Not nat. Yeah, not nat, sorry.
That's okay.
And for 2.
Okay. Thunk.
Beep.
Okay, you crash into its arm, and it snarls at you, but doesn't look too distressed.
Yep. Alright, that's all I can do.
Anything else? Nope. Okay. Mame.
Going for the one in front of me, I let the Tressum go around the head of it and do another sickle attack.
Excellent. Go for it.
That one.
Oh, with advantage though.
7.
Misses, I'm afraid. Second and offhand.
Pan, it is
Get it.
12.
Just misses, I'm afraid.
And then with the advantage.
Advantage, yep. Oh
4.
no. Just like just wailing on this thing with these sickles, but they do not manage to cut through its thick hide. You know, and these some of these mushrooms, like your sickle kind of gets snagged in them. They're really stocky, really sturdy plant matter. Must be some variation of the Underdark mushrooms that are used to make furniture and things like that. Okay, and it is the spellcaster's turn. He will try and shake off this stunned effect at the end of his turn. Where is he at? There he is. Boop. Oh, he does. So but at the end of his turn, he's just like starts shaking his head and manages to come out of that stunned condition. And oh, hang on, sorry, I forgot to check before. 12. Okay, yeah. Actually, the first punch that the Myconid Sovereign landed destroyed the final duplicate. So there's only the Thonot there now, and he is out. Tom, your turn.
Well, we're gonna shoot a quick firebolt at the one that's on his last legs.
Okay,
22.
that'll hit.
That's not how I thought. So.
What's the damage?
4.
4. Okay. Thuds home, and you see the flames licking around, burning the fur and mushrooms sprouting from its flesh alike. But it still growls and looks menacingly at you.
It's on.
Indeed. Nothing else?
Nothing else I can't.
Nope. Any bonus actions or anything?
The Master doesn't really have good bonus actions.
Okay. So, Kestrel is going to attack once more. The one in front of her. Shik. Shik. Hits at the second. And it's 4 piercing damage. Slowly chipping away at this one. And as it attacks there, and the Sovereign will try to reinstate this stunned effect as it shakes those spores again. And the Thonot manages to resist, I'm afraid, but he's still going to try and attack him with his fists. Let's say 13. Oh, hits. And that is 8 bludgeoning damage. Slams. He smacks the Thonot against the wall. And Mockingbird will try and go for that one and try and finish off that one against there. I think actually he's going to dart forward and try and help you, Soyala, seeing that the one next to Mame looks really, really bad. So, Soyala, first with yours, with his short sword. He gets an 18, so that hits. And that is 9 damage. And is this gonna work? Oh, yes! That's why I hoped it would work. Okay, so you see Mockingbird dart forward, lunge out with his short sword, plunging it into the side of the one that's attacking you, Soyala. And then even as he's doing so, with his offhand, he just swings around with the dagger, plunges it into the neck of that one in front of you, Mame, and it just like collapses to the floor. He's like, there you go, Mame. You're welcome. And that one is dead. And the damage from the short sword was 9 damage on this one next to you, Soyala. And it is their turn. So, the one next to you, Tom. 23 will hit. That's 4 slashing. Second attack, 24. 7 slashing. So,
Ow.
11 total. And then the one is going to go for Soyala. 23. Jeez.
This one's like got it against me.
And it's
huh?
really nasty. 9 slashing.
Alright.
And then again for Mockingbird this time. Natural 20. This one's lethal.
Glad that wasn't me.
Yeah, right. And that is 15 slashing damage on Mockingbird. Which I think that was his first damage in the fight, so he's okay. And then the other one is going for Kestrel. First attack hits, second attack misses. For 7 slashing. Okay. And Suyala, your turn.
All right. Yeah. So I'm looking pretty hurt. Mame, and you said Mockingbird just got hit, so he's looking pretty good, right?
That was his first hit. This one that's fighting Kestrel is bloodied.
Oh no, I'm asking about the characters themselves. I'm looking to do a heal.
I see, sorry.
How is Mame doing?
If I were to put a number on it, 13 out of 30.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
great.
I'm about a 6 out of 33, so.
Yeah,
Alright,
Mockingbird's at half of his HP.
Tone looks
Right.
absolutely terrible.
Yeah, Toln looks very, very bad.
That's great and all, but you're a little bit further from me. It's a 30-foot radius. So I'm gonna do the Channel Divinity.
Okay.
I get 20 hit points to split between us.
Oh, okay.
So let's split it as best as I can 3 ways. 6, 6, and 7. I'll take the 7.
Okay.
So 6.
6 HP, and for Mockingbird too.
Yeah, yep.
Thank you. Noted. So yeah, you just quickly grab onto your amulets around your neck, and there's that just like that tangible glow in the air spreads out around you and heals all of your allies within that area. Okay.
Yep, and that's my actions, so that's all.
Okay. Any bonus actions or anything?
I don't have anything for
Okay.
bonuses.
Mame, go.
Feeling this newfound energy, I put away my sickles and aim at this one right here near Tolan, seeing how he is worse for wear, and shoot my bow.
Go for it.
Does 23 hit?
Yes. What's the damage?
10 damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay. 10 damage. Thank you. Okay, so that one, yeah, you just like the arrow streaks across the room and thuds deep into its side. And it goes, ah, like big growl, guttural growl as you grievously wound it. Thank you. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. The spellcaster is going to do what? Let me think here. Okay, he's going to use his final spell. Okay. Okay, so you just see the rage in the Thonot's eyes as he sees the Spore Servant go down, and the others looking pretty bad. And he's just like, and much like his Jiragar cousins or bosses, he grows to double the size. And now we've got a bit of a kaiju fight going on the side of the room here. We've got the Myconid sovereign, versus this enlarged Thonot, as they're just like charging at each other like Godzilla and King Kong. Okay, so that's his turn. Tell.
I have no choice but this. And run away.
Woo. Okay, so yep, you run away to your friends. And anything else?
No good bonus actions. This round. Yes.
Okay, Kestrel is gonna lunge at her foe once more. Go, Kestrel, go! Miss. And a miss. Damn it. Okay, and the Myconid sovereign is going to try and stun this giant one again. Hopefully, I mean its constitution isn't increased, I believe. Let me just double check here. Has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Gets a D4 extra damage. Yep. Okay. So he is going to try and stun him once more with those green spores that come flying out, and does it. So you see this Thonops just goes, hulks out and turns on the Myconid sovereign, ready to tear it to pieces. And then the sovereign just goes whoosh. There's a cloud of these spores erupt out, and the Thonops just starts to sway and drool a little bit as it is stunned once more. And the Myconid sovereign leaps on the opportunity, and with a mighty thwack does a huge roundhouse punch to the side of this enlarged beast for a 21, which is 11 bludgeoning. And this giant creature, giant though it may be, is on its last legs as he does a massive cracking punch across the jaw. You know, a huge, good kaiju fight action, you know. This massive fist just whoosh. Oh, thank you, Sirenscape. Yep, just like that. Okay, and Mockingbird is going to attack the one next to you, Soyala, with a short sword, flashing out. Natural 20 again. 2 natural 20s.
Great. Exactly what we need.
And that is 10 plus the sneak attack. Oh no, it doesn't have advantage anymore, does he? Yeah, he's not on his own. Yeah, he's not on his own, and he doesn't have the advantage there. So unfortunately doesn't get the sneak attack. But that is still 10 damage, and then with the dagger on the offhand, it's another natural 20.
Oh my god.
Deuces. Okay, so
We do need it.
yes, we do. So he gets another 7, so that is 17 damage on this one. A massive round, so the short sword flashes out, cuts across its chest, and the dagger plunges into its stomach. And these spores spurt out, and there's a cloud of them around you. But it is still on its feet. It is their turn. This one is just going to come charging at you, Mame, having been left alone. And first attack, 22.
Hits.
9 slashing. Second,
I just got that.
second claw, 12 misses. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that one's finished. The other one is going to go for Soyala. Let's see
Oh,
here.
darn
Natural 20. Like, how many natural 20s can I get? I'm sorry.
Okay.
That is a total of 13 slashing.
Oh, that is enough. I'm down.
You're down. Okay. So it just lashes out with this huge claw across Soyala's front, and she crumples to the ground, unconscious. No. I should probably do this. Everything's going on over here. Okay. And as that happens, it turns snarling towards Mockingbird for its second attack. 17 will hit Mockingbird, and that is 4 slashing on him. And that's it done. The other one's going to go for Kestrel. Hit and a miss. So Claw scrapes across Kestrel, slashing across her thigh for 5 damage. She's still okay. She's still up anyway. And Sierra, I need a death saving throw. The first of the campaign.
Gee, thanks, guys. No, okay, where...
They literally could do nothing. It wasn't their turn.
Where do I do the death saving
Just
throw
roll it.
on the... Okay.
Just a straight d20. 10 or more is good.
Yep, 15.
Okay, that is
The one in the
one
past.
success. Congratulations. Okay. And Mame, what you doing?
Seeing as how everything's kind of going downhill, I'm gonna use my last spell slot and do Sapphire Strike.
Yep.
Myself,
Gotcha.
and I will use my 2 sickles and hit this one near me.
You move like the wind. The chicken is moving like the wind. How about it?
First one.
So you get no opportunity attacks.
21.
And you have
21
advantage.
to hit. Okay. That natural 20. 7.
No, but you do hit, and you get an extra d8 of force damage.
So it is a 1 plus.
Ugh.
One.
Oh,
2 damage
snake
for my
eyes.
first.
Snake eyes. All the natural ones over there, all the natural 20s over here. Oof. Bad luck, bad luck. Okay, so that is concentration for up to 1 minute. So let me
And
just
then I use my.
Yep.
And can I use it on my offhand as well?
Just a moment, so let me read it properly. Let's pop that on you so you've got concentration. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack. And then that attack deals an extra 1d8 damage. No, so you're just moving fast now.
Okay. So I'll just do my offhand without advantage.
Yep.
With my offhand, I get 13
13 just hits.
with 3 damage.
Okay, so cut with a little boof of force energy crashing into this Spore Servant next to you. Thank you. And it is the Thonot's turn. He's going to try and shake off the effects of that stun. And he manages to do so. He shakes his head. He's like, "Rah, rah," looking back at the Sovereign. But that's the end of his turn. And it's your turn, Tom.
We're gonna first cast Healing Word. So cast that.
Okay. On Mame, yes? Or Mockingbird?
Of course. But Toyala, anyway.
On Toyala?
Toyala? She's
Eight.
down.
Little paw raises off the floor. Me, sir. Can I have some more?
He take 8 of the healings.
Ooh, nice.
As he kind of throws a sort of small encapsulated distilled version of whatever he sprays and just lands on our good friend.
Okay, so Ciala, you come back to consciousness, seeing Tom spraying his medicinal, spray on you, and brings you back to consciousness. And you are prone, lying on the floor, but you have those 8 HP.
8, okay.
Yeah.
And with my cantrip, we're going to take a little shot at the one that knocked her down.
Okay. The opposite side of Mockingbird.
Yes, sir.
So you lean around Mockingbird and whoosh.
24
That'll hit.
for 4 damage.
Okay, thank you. This one is on its last legs. Okay. Good to see, good to see. And Kestrel is going to try and lash out at... I think she sees how badly that one looks, and she's actually going to go for that one. Just to get rid of the numbers. So she actually lashes out with her short sword towards that one in front of you there, Soyala. And hits. And gets 3 damage. And a second attack also hits for 8 damage.
There we go.
So she cuts it down. And it falls to the floor. Dead. And the Myconid is going to do his normal thing. Try and stun the Thonot again. The spores spray out, so the Thonot gets a natural 1. Unfortunately, slipping into that stunned condition once more as the Sovereign brings a massive fist whoosh in an uppercut underneath it to try and knock it out. Fist and hits for 6 bludgeoning damage. It had 5 HP left, so with a massive BAM! You see this Myconid's massive trunk of an arm just crack across the enlarged Thonot's skull, and it just falls back, unmoving to the floor, and decreases down again in size, and stays there, motionless. And then the Sovereign is gonna run, boom, 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 to here, towards you all. And Mockingbird's turn. He's going to dance up here next to the one that's with Mame. And attack. Hang on, let me just double check. Sorry, everyone. These bloody swashbuckler rules.
Yeah, I know. I keep getting confused how they're working.
Kevin move opposite.
Have a move here. Here.
Okay, excellent. Yeah,
That
he's
way I
gonna.
can see half the
Yeah, he's gonna step up here, spin round it to here, so nothing's within 5 feet of him. Then he gets the sneak attack. If he hits. So, short sword. Just manages to hit, luckily. And attack. That is 9 plus the sneak attack of 5, so that is 14 damage on this one as he slashes into it. This is also on its last legs. So close. We're all looking really bad, just desperately fighting to the death. And he's going to lash out with his dagger as well. On the offhand. And that hits for 4, max 4 damage. And so this one is not dead, but it looks absolutely awful, Mame. And it is their turn. So we've got 2 left here. This one is gonna... let's see. First attack is gonna go for you, Mame, again. Spell Servant. Claw. Boop. Hits for 8 slashing damage. And can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes. Damage.
8 damage, yeah.
Con.
And then con save, please.
13.
13. Okay, you managed to keep concentration on your Zephyr Strike speed. And the second attack is going to go for you as well, Mami, I'm afraid. Not going to be distracted by this Mockingbird. That hits. 7 slashing.
I'm down.
Oh, okay. You see poor Mame collapse to the floor, unconscious, as this creature, the Quagoth Spore Servant, lashes out with its claws towards her. And the other one is going to go for Kestrel. Hits and hits. That is 5. And then 11 damage on Kestrel. Kestrel looks very, very bad, but she's still up and fighting. Soyala, you're on the floor. Just this battle raging fiercely around you.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Toll. I'm gonna pick myself up. And with Mame on the ground, I'm gonna go over to her next and give her a Cure Wounds.
Okay, look.
Oh, this should hopefully be better.
So you up to your feet.
All right, that's 16 health to you.
Nice. Is that a touch one? Yeah.
Yeah, getting up. Yep, yeah, move over just a little bit. But,
Okay, so Mami, you come back to consciousness, feeling the healing energy of Soyala bring you back from the brink.
Yep, and that's
anything else,
all-
Soyala? You're good? Okay.
that's it.
And Mami, it's your turn. Revenge.
I attack the one right near me.
You can, yep.
Wait, am I prone?
Ballistic revenge chicken.
Rock-a-con! I hit with my sickle
Go.
for 17 to hit.
Yes, that hits. Get that damage.
Oh, wrong damage. Wrong. That's the hit.
You wish.
That's the hit.
Not 12 damage, I'm afraid.
It's 2 damage.
2 damage.
My-
Okay, offhand.
Then offhand, it is
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh! 20.
Oh yeah.
Natural 20 again. So many natural 20s. Awesome.
And for the damage of 3, and then I roll again.
You don't need to. Okay, it had 3 HP left, so tell me what happens. Come on, describe it. Revel in that natural 20.
So Soyala heals me. I revive up, and I spring up like a newborn chicken, and I caw and I slash at it, and feels good.
I should
end
have
my
spring
turn.
chicken.
Ballistic revenge chicken. Okay. As you just leap off the floor, just like propelling yourself up and just like slash into it with both of the sickles. The second one just punctures something very vital, clearly, and it just lets out a big and collapses to the ground in front of you as you stand triumphant above it. Okay. And I believe... Oh no, there's one more. Damn it.
There's one more.
There is
Right
one
by
more.
Kestrel.
Tom,
Halfway.
14.
14 hits.
Take it down.
9 fire.
This one's actually not doing too badly because fortunately Kestrel isn't hurting it too much. 9 damage. Okay. And then it is Kestrel's turn. Come on, Kestrel. Get it.
1.
Hits. And a miss. First one. 4 piercing damage. Okay. And as Kestrel lashes out with her short sword, cutting but not managing to kill it, there's a boom, boom, boom as the Myconid Sovereign comes charging from behind and unleashes those spores again, trying to knock it out. And it fails. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 condition immunities, but stunned is not one of them. So it is stunned. And the Myconid is then going to slam in with its fist, just bring it right down on top, just like, boom. You know, just travesty that its spores created. It feels guilty. Rah. Natural 20. Again. So that is a total of, let's see, 13, 23. I think these ones, let me just double check. Oh no. Okay, so that is a total of 14 damage. It had 13 HP left. Okay, so you just see the Myconid servant come charging forward, spray out the spores, stun it, then bring its 2 hands together. Oh no, damn it, I was going to brings its 2 hands together. It's only got 1 arm. Sorry. Brings its 1 arm up and boom on top and crushes the spore servant into the cobbles beneath as it is killed. And we are out of initiative.
That was rough.
As you do so, you look across past the Sovereign to where the others, Trovus and the Durgar, are there. You actually see Trovus coming out of that other room, wiping blood off his longsword. No bother from the lot.
Well, that's good.
Thank you, Sunblighter. Have a good one. Johnny.
So he took care of the others in the other room?
Yeah, they're good.
Thank God.
I don't know how we're going to.
And thank you, you fair creature. I don't know if you understand us. To the
Sovereign.
the fun guy, yeah.
Sovereign, as you're making these noises at it, looks quizzically, and then it leans forward and shakes its head again, and you're like, whoa! Like you put your arms up instinctively, but a different color, kind of sky blue, fluffy-looking, luminescent spore comes clouding out, and as it washes over all of you, you hear a voice in your minds. I thank you on behalf of both myself and all those that have grown before me. Where is this place? I was dragged up from below by that thing. He points across at the Thonot lying dead in the chamber on the other side.
You're in You're in Icewind Dale, not Neverwinter. Very different. You're in Icewind Dale.
I do not know this name.
You're near the top.
The surface, yeah, near the surface.
I must return. I must return to my people.
That's the plan. The ones that have you here, they're trying to take everything up to the surface. But they hold power over the areas down below. We're helping someone to take it over.
What is it you seek to do?
We need to kill the one who rules this place so he wants to harm
The
Dark
sunlight?
and the surf.
They shall pay for capturing me, using me to create these things, and daring to tear off that which was me. Come, let us deal with these Durgar.
Tom nods, but looks to the group.
I know we're all pretty hurt. I
Can
Maybe if we take a short rest and you could perhaps mend your arm. I'm not sure if your species could do that.
No, not so quickly. But I have plenty of punch in this one. And as the group of you are gathered around this towering mushroom-like creature, in the small light given off by the cloud of spores still drifting around you, we shall leave Sunblight Fortress with your first ally gained, others to be found, more Durgar and Sunblight himself lying beyond. A hard-won fight, but congratulations. Nicely done. Now, that is all for today, I'm afraid, but not all for this week. Thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you for the subscriptions. And if you fancy some more D&D from us later on this week, on Thursday lunchtime in Japan, Wednesday evening in North America, we will be where this sovereign came from, down in the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. And then later on that day for us, Thursday morning in North America, we'll be back in Barovia, more specifically in the dungeons of Castle Ravenloft. Will the party be able to escape from Strahd von Zarovich's crutches? We shall see. Then on Friday, we'll be down in the Nine Hells for descent into Avernus to see how the party deals with the sad loss of one of their friends. Then, next week, we'll be back here in Icewind Dale to continue Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you, everyone. Stick around. Our good friends over in Taiwan, Carney Sideshow, are doing a one-shot, testing out a new one-shot called Battle Bards. So, join us on a raid and see what that's all about, if you have the time. And sorry, Alicia, I know it still hurts. Still hurts. But to my lovely players here, thank you so much. Stick around for the raid. Give Carney Sideshow all the love and show this interest in this new system, this new one-shot that they're playing. And we will see you next time. But until then, as we say around these parts, oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi nasai.
Yes, me.